Yes, Logeshwari ma'am, Assistant Professor, CSE Department, to introduce about our guest speaker. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here. On behalf of management, principal, and our HOD, I warmly welcome Mr. Chandrakant Dioda from Sahaj Yoga Meditation Center. He is working as a Senior Technical Delivery Manager in Western Corporation, Pune. So, ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. You can continue.
Yes. He completed his master's in electronic and instrumentation science from University of Pune in the year 2004. With a brief distinct in technical sales and market, he has been largely associated with software and IT industry in India, USA, and Japan for the last 15 years and have been worked with various Indian and foreign companies, including Wipro Technology, Johnson and Toshiba, etc. He has been associated with and voluntarily conducting various meditation programs and classes free of cost with various government organizations, colleges, schools, and private sector companies. I once again heartily welcome Mr. Chandrakant Dioda for our induction program. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So hope all participant has joined.
Thank you, sir.
The lunch. So just a one request. So hope all are joined. Can we raise our hand or can we start our camera or just say in a chat? Okay. So I think one or two. How many people? I mean, only one people, or maybe we can start our camera, or at least we can raise our hand. So at least we should know how many people is present. Okay. Okay. So I think we are 4 people right now. So other people, if you can start their camera or at least raise your hand so we can recognize that how many people are present. So Manisha ma'am, what do you think? We are only 2-3 people. So if you are present, can you please raise your hand or at least you can switch on your camera so at least we should know how many people we are right now. I hope my voice is clear to everyone.
Sir, yes, sir, your voice is clear, sir.
Okay. So just wanted to check like how many are right now connected because everyone left for the lunch and I see only 2-3 people who is active right now. So just wanted to request like if you can raise your hand, at least 8 to 10 people are there, we can start the session. That is what is my request is. Or you can start your camera or at least you can raise your hand. So we will come to know how many people are present and how many are interested. So we can start the session quickly. Manisha ma'am, you have any mechanism like WhatsApp or something so you can convey to the people like you can join the session?
Sir. Yes, sir. We have posted it in WhatsApp, sir.
Okay. Because I think we are only 5 to 6 people are present right now. So what do you think? Should we start or should we wait for a few minutes?
Sir, you can start the session, sir.
Okay, or we can wait for 2 minutes. Okay, anyway, maybe all other will be joining, but let's start the session. I think there is no point to stop or hold for some time. So today we are going to learn about Sahaj Yoga, a simple and effective technique. So this session is divided into 4 parts. First 5 to 10 minutes, we are going to learn about theory part, what is a yoga, what is a meditation, and what are the benefit. Next 10 to 15 minutes, we are going to perform the practical part. Then we will do some question answer, and then we will understand how to practice at home. So this is how the syntax of entire session. So now let us start the session. So I just wanted to have a quick question before we start. So everyone can little interaction also, and people can connect to each other. So first question is, what is mean by meditation? So can anyone please tell me what is mean by meditation? What do you know? What will be the correct definition of meditation? Anyone want to share any thought? Whatever you know about meditation, you can feel free to share. At least you heard about meditation, right? The word meditation. So anyone want to share? You can unmute your mic, or you can post an answer on chat. What do you think that what is a meditation?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So meditation, in my view, it's like forgetting the outside things and keeping quiet for some time. Yeah, simply.
Yeah, that is correct, ma'am. The part of your answer is correct, and other part is like a benefit of meditation. So yes, we can disconnect and we can go inside in our own being, in our heart, and we can understand our whole body. So that is true, but that is little benefit of meditation. But what will be the correct definition or simplest form of definition of meditation? Anyone want to try? So thank you, ma'am. You've given a very good answer. Yes, please go ahead and give answer if you know. Mrs. Sarmakhani, ma'am, please go ahead. You want to give the answer? Yeah, please, those who want to give answer, please unmute their mic or maybe post on chat. Okay, so let me explain you what is meditation is. Yeah, anyone want to share anything? Okay, so meditation is nothing but a state of thoughtless awareness. So if you see, every time we are getting a multiple thoughts, these thoughts may be from the past or these thoughts may be from the future. We are always ping pong between these thoughts, past or future. If you see the thought wheel, one thought will come, it will rise, then slowly it will decrease, then another thought will start. And this cycle is continuously, this thought cycle. Some thought may give a happiness, some thought may give a depression. So it is depending on which kind of thought you are thinking. But what is meditation? The meditation is nothing but the state of thoughtless awareness. So the gap between two thoughts, first one thought will come and then there will be no thought, and after that there will be another thought. So the gap between two thoughts is called as a thoughtless awareness, or it's called as a nirvicharita in Marathi. In Hindi we call as a dhyan. In Sanskrit we call as a turiya state. So this dhyan or a meditation is nothing but the state of thoughtless awareness where we don't have any thought. Yes. Anyone want to share anything? Okay. So this is the state of thoughtless awareness. That is we call as a thoughtless awareness. And this is what we are going to achieve today with the help of Sahaj Yoga. So let's start this session. So what we want to achieve is state of thoughtless awareness. And today we are going to do some practical part and we are going to achieve the thoughtless awareness. Okay. So what are, once we get the thoughtless awareness, how we will feel after getting a thoughtless awareness. So in human body, we have a 4 state. One is a walking, second is a dreaming, third is a deep sleep, and fourth is a thoughtless awareness. So what exactly happened in walking state? If you observe, your brain is working, your body is working, and everything is proper. In dreaming, your body is relaxing, but your brain is still working. You are getting some dream. And in deep sleep, you will observe that your body and your brain is completely relaxed. You went for sleep, but you don't know how much time you sleep. When you wake up, you will feel a very joyful, very happy. That is the state of deep sleep. But beyond deep sleep, there is a state called as a thoughtless awareness. So with the 5 minutes of meditation, you will feel much more joyful, much more happy than deep sleep. So it's a beyond deep sleep. So that is what you will get the experience of the meditation. Now, what are the other benefits of the meditation? So if you observe that if you do exercise, you will get the benefit. Because if you do some kind of exercise like walking, and there are some stretching exercise, with that exercise, you will get some kind of benefit. Okay. But beyond exercise, what is the next is a yogasana. If you do yogasana, you get little more benefit like Surya Namaskar, Vajrasana, and many asana. After yogasana, what is the next step is a pranayam. It's a breathing exercise. If you do breathing exercise, you get little more benefit, because breathing exercise will clear all your body and other stuff with the help of breathing. But beyond breathing exercise, which we call as a pranayam, what is the next? It's a dhyan, meditation. That is the last state of human evolution. If you do meditation, you get the benefit of exercise, yogasana, and pranayama, but much more benefit of meditation. So this is what the meditation is so important. But as a corporate structure, or in a corporate structure, or in a colleges for a student and faculty, what are the benefit we will get? Because of the huge work pressure, because of a lot of work pressure, we are spoiling our personal life, social life, and family life. We could not properly manage the time. We are heavily loaded with the work. So when you do meditation, you will observe that you can prioritize your work. You can able to manage your personal life, family life, social life, and office life. So these all can be managed in a beautiful way. Second problem which we generally face is like we are sitting on the decks or maybe chair for 8 hours, 10 hours because of many reasons. And we observe that we get the back pain, we get the digestion problem, headache, and many things. But with the meditation, you will observe that this kind of problem we can correct or resolve naturally. Other problem is like for small thing, we used to take a medicine, and each medicine has some kind of side effect. You will come to know the side effect maybe not today, after 6 months, after 1 year, after 8 days, depending on your body state. But do we have any mechanism in our body which can resolve all this problem naturally? Yes, that mechanism exists within our body, exists in our body. Once we execute, you will observe that all problem, all the disease can be naturally corrected. It is a holistic approach. So this mechanism which we are going to learn today. So once that mechanism is activated, activate in our body, you will observe that you will able to improve your physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. Also, you will able to find that a lot of peace within you. You will not get distracted with the small thing, and many more benefits. So this is a natural way of correcting our problem. But how it will happen? What is the mechanism exist within our body? So let's understand that mechanism. So when a baby get birth, that time you will observe that it has a 2 eyes, 2 nose, two legs. So this is what we call as a physical body. But the same time, when there will be another body which is created inside our physical body, which we call as a subtle system, which is made up of 3 nadis and 7 chakras. So let me show you a small video how this will be happening. Let me show you that small video.
When the fetus is about 2 to 3 months old in the mother's womb, columns of rays of consciousness pass through the brain to enlighten it. The shape of the brain being prism-like, the column of rays falling on it gets refracted into 3 diverse channels, corresponding to 3 aspects of our nervous system. The right sympathetic nervous system or Pingala Nadi, the left sympathetic nervous system or Ida Nadi, and the parasympathetic nervous system or Sushumna Nadi. This subtle energy enters through the centers in the brain and precipitates on its way to 6 more centers called chakras, which is also called plexus in medical science. The residual energy then settles down in 3.5 coils in the triangular bone, medically called the sacrum bone, placed at the end of the spinal cord. This energy is known as Kundalini. The fundamental of this living force is self-organization, self-regeneration, and ascent. Through self-organization, it sustains and protects. Self-regeneration is its innate ability to renew, heal, balance, and recycle. Ascent is its capacity to transcend the mind and myth and attain collective consciousness.
So as you've seen, when baby get the birth, one internal body is created, which we call as a subtle system, which is made up of 3 nadis and 7 chakras, and one instrumental energy, which we call as a kundalini. So the left part, which we call as the Ida nadi or a left sympathetic nervous system, the right part, which we call as a right sympathetic nervous system or a Pingala nadi, and the center part, which we call as a Sushumna nadi. But what is the use of this system? Or why we are learning this system? What is the use, or how it is connected with the yoga? So let me explain you. If any person has any problem in his left side, or maybe we can say the weak left channel, that person has a characteristic like he will be very lethargy. He's always focused on the past. He's over emotional. He feel a depression and loneliness. These are the characteristics you will observe in that person whose left side is a weak. But on the opposite side, the person whose right side is a weak, or there is some imbalance in his right side, that person you will see he's very overactive, always thinking about future, workaholic, aggressive and angry and dominating kind of person. But the person whose left side and right side is in a balance, that person is always think positive, very peaceful and a complete balanced personality. And with the Sahaj Yoga meditation, we are going to achieve the same personality today. So this is what we are trying to achieve. We are trying to balance our left side and right side. So let's understand what is Sahaj Yoga. Maybe I will show you just 1 minute video and let's understand what is the Sahaj Yoga.
Sah means with, Jo means born. Sah means with, Jo means born. So it is born with you the right to become united, which is the yoga, with the divine. We have 2 sides in our system of autonomous nervous system, left and right, which we call as left and right sympathetic nervous system. The left side caters for our emotions, for our past, our desires. The right side caters for our action, physical and mental. If you indulge into one too much and go too far with it, you develop an imbalance within yourself. In the center lies the third power, which we call as parasympathetic nervous system. This is the channel which is the central path of ascent. When the Kundalini rises through it, it brings you in the balance because it rises in the center of the system. So this is the minimum that happens, that you develop your balance. This is the last breakthrough of our evolution, where you have to get connected with the divine. You have to feel it on your central nervous system, and that's how you get your self-realization.
So this is a small description of what is Sahaja Yoga. Now let's understand how the Kundalini is raising in our body. So if you see this human chart, in that there will be a triangular bone. Inside that there will be a Kundalini. Once we do some exercise, this Kundalini energy get activated and it goes to the first energy center, which we call as a Muladhara chakra, which is located at the bottom of our spinal cord. This energy center controls our reproductive and excretory organ. If there is any issue on this organ, by just meditating on this chakra, you can naturally correct this problem. Then second, it goes to the Swadhisthana chakra, that is second number energy center, which is very important in a student life or in faculties or corporate people, because this cell particularly convert cells. This particular chakra will convert all other cells into the gray cell, and this gray cell is required for our brain. So like we need a food to survive. Similar way, our brain is required a gray cell. So this gray cell generation or creation work is done by the Swadhisthana chakra. That is why those people doing the meditation, their memory power, awareness, attention, and concentration is very high. Then it slowly goes to the next energy center, which we call as a Nabhi chakra, which gives the satisfaction. From there, and then it goes to the heart chakra, which gives you the power of creating antibodies within you. This antibody will help you to improve your immune power. Then slowly it goes to the Vishuddhi chakra. And from Vishuddhi chakra, slowly it goes to the Agya chakra, and from Agya chakra, this energy come out from top of your head, which we call as a Sahasrara chakra. And that time you will feel a cool or hot breeze, and that is what experience we are going to. That is the experience which you are going to learn today, or you are going to feel today on your palm and top of your head. So this is what about Sahaja Yoga. So who invented this Sahaja Yoga technique? So this technique is invented by Dr. Shri Nirmala Srivastava in 1970. We can say that she rediscovered this technique. She combined the science and spirituality together and rediscovered this technique. She traveled across the world, educate the people. Today, millions and millions of people are practicing Sahaja Yoga, and this totally free of charge. You go to any city, state, and village, you will find a free Sahaja Yoga center. There is one important statement from Shri Mataji, is like, you cannot know the meaning of your life until you are connected to the power that is created you. So with this practical, we are trying to connect with that cosmic power. So what is the yoga? Yoga is nothing but a union. That word comes from the Sanskrit word called yuj. Yuj means union. And union is with your own energy, with the cosmic power. So that is what yoga is. And today when we do some practical, this yoga will happen. Once this yoga will happen, once the connection will establish, you will get the thoughtless awareness. Once you get the thoughtless awareness, you will feel a cool or hot breeze on your both the hand and palm. This is what we are going to perform in a practical part. Then what is the unique about Sahaja Yoga? So with Sahaja Yoga, you can diagnose your own problem. You can be your own doctor. It's completely natural technique, very scientific technique, very spontaneous technique. No physical effort is required. If you have a strong desire, you can achieve. And it's a living process. You can verify on your palm. So this is all about theory. Now we are going to learn about the practical part. So to do the practical part, there are 9 steps which we need to perform. First, I will be going to explain you all these 9 steps, and then you need to follow this 9 steps by closing your eyes. So let's first understand these steps with your open eyes, and then you can do this step with the closed eyes. So keep your both the hand on your lap. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on a ground, whichever is comfortable for you. Please sit properly. You can sit on a ground or sit on chair. If you are sitting on a chair, please remove your shoes or sleeper so that your feet can touch Mother Earth. Okay, this is important. All the activity you need to perform with your right hand. So first, raise your right hand, put on your heart little left side. So this is the step number 1. Raise your right hand, put on your heart little left side, and the left hand on your lap, palm is facing toward the sky like this. So this is the step number 1. Step number 2, raise your right hand, put on your upper part of abdomen, press it little bit hard. Step number 3, raise your right hand, put on lower part of abdomen and press it little bit hard. Step number 4, raise your right hand, put on upper part of abdomen. Step number 5, raise your right hand, put on your heart little left side. So step number 1 and 5 will be same. Step number 6 is raise your right hand, move it from your left side, put on your neck and move your head little right side. You can see my video. Step number 7, raise your right hand, put on your forehead horizontally like this, press it little bit hard and move your head little down. Step number 8, raise your right hand, put on back of your head, move your head toward the sky like this. And step number 9, stretch your palm fully, press it on top of your head, press it little bit hard, move your head little down and rotate the palm 7 times clockwise direction. So these are the 7 steps you need to perform, and then you take your both the hand back to your lap. So these are the 9 steps you need to perform. So before we start, just I wanted to ask, all are ready? Can we start? You can say yes on chat if you all are ready. Can we start the practical part? All are ready? Yes? क्या हम शुरू करें practical part? All are ready? Okay. So very good. Now we are going to start the practical part. I request you, please give me your 10 minutes with your 100%. If you give your 10 minutes with your 100%, you will observe that you will feel a cool or hot breeze on your both the palm and top of your head. This is what you will going to experience now. Okay. So I will be playing one video. You need to follow the instruction. After 10 seconds, you need to close your eyes and follow the instruction. So please close your eyes after 10 seconds.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time the left hand is towards me. Now, here you have to say, in your heart, with all sincerity, Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your mastery, your guidance, your Guru Tattva as they say. So ask a question, Mother, am I my own master? This is the question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now, bring your right hand down below, in the lower part of the abdomen. Now, this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. So to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awakened. Now to help the Kundalini rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence, to help the Kundalini to rise, Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now, please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. Now one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now here you have to say, again with full confidence, 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say it. Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say it. Please say it. Now raise your hand across on your forehead. And it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now some would say that it's very difficult to forgive. But it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. we do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head, and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing, which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization, because I cannot force on you. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times, very hard. Slowly, saying that.
Now slowly we can take our both the hand back to our lap. Now both the hand on our lap. Don't do any movement in your body. Listen some music for 1 or 2 minutes. Now slowly we can open our eyes. Slowly we can open our eyes, very slowly. And now we are going to do one more experiment. So what you need to do is raise your right hand on top of your head like this, left hand on your lap, and see if you can able to feel a cool or hot breeze. So I request you all participants just for 1 minute, if you can switch on your camera, that will be great. So we can see each other, like if you're doing perfectly fine or there will be a correction required. So can you please switch on your camera for 1 or 2 minutes? Move your right hand like this, little up, down, left, right, and see if you can able to feel the cool breeze. Perfectly, thank you, ma'am. Yes, we can able to see you. Yes, move little up, down, left, right. Try now. Take your right hand back to your lap and try with the left hand. So I request you all other participants, if you can switch on your camera just for 1 minute, not more than that. So we'll see if you can you are able to do it properly or not. Okay. So can you please move little up, down, left, right, and see if you can able to feel the cool or hot breeze. So see, there will be some kind of feeling. Yeah, thank you. I can see you, sir. You are doing perfectly fine. Move little up, down, left, right. You need to find the particular point. So other participant, if possible, just switch on your camera for just 1 or 2 minutes. So let's see if you are doing properly correct or not. So will it be possible to now take your left hand back to your lap, try again with the right hand. Last time. Now, last experiment, do namaskar like this and slowly open your palm. Close your palm, move forward, reverse, up, down. Did you feel some kind of energy between your palm? Something like up, down, left, right, or some energy from your top of your head. If you feel a cool, if you feel a hot, if you feel a tingling effect, that indicate that your Kundalini energy get activated. So thank you very much for switching on your camera and accepting our request. At least I can see the 2 people has accepted our request. So thank you very much. Now I'm just wanted to check, like, did you feel some kind of energy, like cool or hot on your palm or top of your head, or some tingling effect? So can you please post on a chart, like what kind of energy you feel? You feel a cool on your both the palm, or one palm, or one palm hot, one palm cool, or hot on air, hot on top of your head, or hot on or your fingertips? So can you please share your experience? Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. I can see hot. Okay. You feel a hot. What, can you please share other participant also? What did you feel? So because depending on what did you feel, there are different meaning. So if you feel a cool, if you feel a hot, if you feel a tingling effect, also where exactly you feel a hot or cool, that is also very important. So I request you, please let us know what are the experience or what are you feel just now, so we can go further and we can explain you in detail. So please share your experience quickly so we can move to next level. So those people who feel a cool, those people who feel a hot, let me explain you why they feel a hot or why they feel a cool. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. So hot when I did on head and cool when I did with my hand. Okay, so thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Any other participant want to share the feedback? So I can wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So it will be nice if you share your feedback, so I can explain you a little more. If you don't share the feedback, it is like very difficult to explain you what is going on. So please share your feedback, like what exactly you feel, what is when you did the practical. Okay. Anyway, no problem. So depending on in which part you feel a hot, which part you feel cool, there is a science. So if you feel a hot, that means there are some imbalance in your body. And if you feel a cool, that means there is a lot of things are balanced in your body. So what is a balance or imbalance? So balance and imbalance is nothing but the chakra and nadis in your body. So if you are feeling a hotness on index finger, let's say this is the index finger, and if you are feeling a hotness on this finger, so this finger is associated with the Vishuddhi chakra. So Vishuddhi chakra is located at this location. That means there is some problem with your ENT, ear, nose, or throat. If you are feeling a hotness on this particular thumb, on right thumb, then there will be a problem with your Swadhisthana chakra. That means there is a problem in your liver, pancreas, spleen, or digestion system. So because this chakra is connected to this organ. If you are feeling a hotness on this finger, this is related to heart chakra. So there is some problem related to the blood circulation, heart working, or anything. So this is how you will be your own doctor, by just understanding the hotness and coolness on your palm, because all the spinal cord is mapped on your palm, and depending on the condition of your palm, you will come to know the situation of your body, and then you can correct it. For example, if you are feeling a hotness on here, then there is some problem in your reproductive or excretory organ. So by meditating on Muladhara chakra, you can correct this problem naturally. This is what a meditation will give you a way to correct yourself. So now I can take a specific question, like if you have a specific question like sugar problem, blood pressure, maybe a heart problem, knees problem, any eyes problem, headache, digestion, stress. So you can ask any question, or if you have any question on this session, you can ask us. We can take a 5 to 10 minutes to discuss your questions. If you don't have any question, then I will explain you how to meditate at home. So let me give you 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So thank you, Rajesh Kumar sir, for thyroid problem. You have asked a very good question. So if you see the thyroid problem is associated with the third energy center, which we call as the Vishuddhi chakra. So Vishuddhi chakra is located in the throat, at this place, throat. Okay, and this is connected to this energy center. If you have a thyroid problem, if you can meditate on Vishuddhi chakra, you can able to resolve the thyroid issue. So what you need to do for all those people who have a thyroid problem, they need to do the foot soak technique. So foot soak technique and meditation. So foot soak technique is sitting in the water for 5 minutes. Just keep your legs like this. Put your feet in a water tub for 5 to 10 minutes. This water tub is a normal water, and you need to put the rock salt, which we call as a khada namak. You can call as a rock salt in a shop. They will give you put it a handful of rock salt on the water, put your feet and sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then meditate for 10 minutes. You will observe that your thyroid problem will completely go away. So this is, but a detailed procedure for foot soak, I will share you on the WhatsApp or maybe on a chat. So this is how you can cure your thyroid problem. If you do it regularly for first 15 days, you will see the tremendous improvement in your thyroid problem. And if you do it regularly, you will see gradually it will completely cure your thyroid issue. Okay. So don't go with my word. Please practice it and let me know after 8 or 15 days how is your thyroid problem. But the key is you need to practice regularly. If you don't practice it, there will be no use. Okay. So any other questions? Any other question? I will be happy if you have any question. Let us know. Okay. So if there are no questions, let me explain you how to meditate at home. To meditate at home, you need to perform 2 steps. Keep your left hand on your lap and right hand on Mother Earth. Why this is this step? What is the principle or what is the science behind this step? You know that our body is made up of 5 elements, and one of the element is Mother Earth. So we are using a Mother Earth to remove all the problem of our left side. So to clear our left side, that is left channel, we are keeping our left hand on our lap and right hand on Mother Earth. So science behind this is like, if you throw any heavy particle in the sky, where it come toward ground because of a gravitational force. So similar way, all the heaviness is associated with our left side. To remove that heaviness, we are using a Mother Earth element. So keep your left hand on a lap, right hand on Mother Earth. Close your eyes and meditate for 5 minutes and just say in our heart, "Oh Mother Earth, please remove all the heaviness from my left side. Please balance my left side." This is unit to prayer, and practice it for 5 minutes. Then take your right hand back to your lap, do the right side clearance. So right side clearance, keep your right hand on a lap, raise your left hand toward the sky, bending from the elbow. What is the science behind this step? If you ignite the fire, where it goes toward the sky. Similar way, all the heat from our body, it will go toward the sky. So like the heat in a liver, heat in our body. So with this step, we are removing all the heat toward the sky element. So you need to perform this step and pray in your heart, "Mother, please remove all the heat from my right side. Please balance my right side." You need to meditate for 5 minutes and keep both the hand on lap. And then concentrate here on top of your head and sit for 5 to 10 minutes for meditation. If you perform this step regularly every day, 5 minutes morning and 5 minutes evening, you will observe that there will be a tremendous change in your personality. You will observe that there are a lot of positive things will happen in your personality, and all your physical, mental problem will be cured, or it will go away from your body. So this is what the magic which you will experience if you practice regularly. This is what does real yoga, real meditation you will experience. But the key is practice. You need to practice regularly. So Parthiban sir asking is asthma problem. So for asthma, the asthma is a right heart problem. If your heart is not proper, or if there is an improper imbalance in your heart, you get the asthma. So how to cure the asthma? What you need to do is like, keep your right hand. Please listen. Keep your right hand. First, you need to balance your left side, right side, the way I told you. After that, do meditation for 5 minutes and raise your right hand, put on your heart, and just press it for 2 to 3 minutes and do meditation. You will observe that your heart chakra will improve and your asthma problem will go away. But with this, you need to do the foot soak regularly. Okay. So once you do this foot soak with heart chakra balancing, you will observe that your asthma problem will go away. And after that, there are some breathing exercise, but that right now I will not going to explain you, because it will be huge information and you cannot catch it in a first stage, or maybe at the initial introductory part. So there will be a breathing exercise also, which you do it regularly, your asthma will totally cure. But for that, you need to do first basic thing for first 8 to 10 days. If you are master of balancing the left, right, and keeping our heart hand on our heart and meditating for 5 minutes, then I will tell you the advanced topic of asthma, that is a breathing exercise. So thank you very much for asking this question. So sinus problem. So sinus problem is associated with the throat problem, because of the throat, because of the Vishuddhi chakra. Even I am suffering from the sinus problem before I joined the Sahaj Yoga. So from 2007 to 2011, I am suffering from the sinus problem, and it's a very severe problem. Doctor told me for the operation also, and I used to take a 3 antibiotic every day. And once I attended this session, I started practicing Sahaj Yoga, and my 3 antibiotic reduced to 2, 2 reduced to 1. My operation got postponed, and from 2011, there is no problem of sinus, and I didn't take any antibiotic for any major issue. Previously, I used to be in a hospital every week. I used to take heavy antibiotic dose and many more. So, and what you need to do to clear sinus problem, you do left-right balancing. You need to do foot soak, and after meditation, raise your right hand and put on your throat and meditate for 5 minutes. So you are providing the energy here by keeping your right hand here for 2 to 3 minutes. If you practice regularly, you will observe that your sinus problem will slowly cure it properly. And then there is a treatment which we call as a ghee kapoor treatment. So there will be a ghee and you need to put a kapoor and you need to put it here. But that is an advanced treatment. So right now I am not giving you, I am not explaining you about the advanced treatment. First, you go with the basic treatment. Once you are mastered with this basic treatment, your sinus is in a controlled state. Then I will give you the advanced technique information, which you can, with the help of that, you can cure your sinus completely. Okay. So this is what you need to resolve your sinus problem. So these are the very interesting question. I really like the way you asked the question. So I just want to know, like, if you have any more question, please let us know. So I will be happy to take a few more questions so that I can explain you a little more. Please, if you have any more question, please feel free to ask. I am posting one WhatsApp link. Those who want to learn more about Sahaj Yoga, they can join this WhatsApp group. Also, I am posting my mobile number. Those who have any questions specific to some issue, you can always reach to me. So I posted my mobile number also.